guys, so I know a couple of you have had questions about how to teach your dogs how to back up because it sounds like a lot of them are sitting down. And that's very, very normal. So here's the thing when you're teaching your dogs how to back up, just be aware of where your hands are when you're working with your dogs. A lot of us have taught our dogs that if we hold our hands up here with treats, look what happens, their butts go down. So the whole goal here is we want our pups to learn to keep their butts up for backing up. So when I work on backing up with my dogs, I like to try to hold that treat at nose height or maybe a little bit below it. I don't want it to go up too high or else your dog is going to sit. Oh, he's sitting pretty now, look at that. So the whole thing is that I want my pups to learn that the whole goal here is to keep their butts up. So here's your tricks. You want to make sure you reward your dog for position. So get that treat to them before their butts go back to the ground. And also, you want to make sure that you're not holding your hands too high or too low. So it's going to be kind of an experiment with each dog. Everybody's different. So Radar is so leggy that I tend to hold his treat just under his chin. So his head's going down a little bit, but he's not going to drop into his down because he really likes defaulting into a down. So here's how I work on backing up. I'm not going to name it right now. And I want you to remember that walking backwards is not a normal everyday behavior for your dog. So a lot of dogs really don't have a clue they have a back end. It seems really funny to us to think about that. Our dogs would not know that this part of them exists, but seriously guys, why would they care about this end? The food comes in this end, so this is where they want to put their focus. Radar is 16 months old, and for him, there are days where I swear he has no idea he has legs at all. So I need to help him remember that he can move those hind legs on their own. So this is great for what we call proprioception also. And proprioception means that your dog has an awareness of where they are with their body in space. And it's great for dogs who are still growing, like Radar, which hopefully he stops growing soon because he's turning into a noodle with legs. Those teenage dogs, they're gangly anyway. They need some help knowing where their body is. For puppies, it is such a good confidence boost if they know where their feet are. And also, for our senior dogs, Maggie's 12 and a half. It's really, I know, sorry, lies, right? It's really important for Maggie that she continues to have an idea of where her back end is. This is going to help prevent injuries. This is going to help really keep her healthy, especially since she's still an avid hiking dog. So here's how we're going to work on backing up. Radar, start with your dog in a stand. It's really hard to back up if your dog is in a sit. So I want you at first, just reward them for standing and not putting their butt down. Don't even worry about them moving first. And again, watch where those treats are when you're working with them. If their butts go down, no big deal. Get them back up, start over again. Just make sure you don't accidentally reward for the sit. So hold that treat by their nose, and I want you not to worry about the front end, aside from rewarding them. Watch their back feet. It might take a moment because they might have sticky feet back there for a moment. The moment they start to shuffle a toe even a little bit, yes, and give them that treat that's in your hand. Holding a treat between my fingers, I'm going to walk towards Radar. Yes! The moment he shifts his weight back even a little bit before that butt goes down, yes, I'm going to mark and reward. He's a dog who used to sit down immediately when we started working on backing up. So this has been a lot of baby steps. So yes, a lot of times where we go wrong when we're working with backing up is we expect our dogs to take a full step back before we give the reward. That means they're going to take a step back and sit. It just seems to always happen. So don't worry about that, guys. Lower your expectations. Cookie by the nose? Yes! 1 foot comes free. I'm going to mark and reward that. Cookie by the nose? Yes, good job. And yes, I might be putting some very gentle pressure on his nose while he's chewing on the cookie, but I'm actually not forcing him back. The whole thing is I want him to realize, oh wait, I can move my feet back. Yes, good job, Ray. Oh, he dropped that one, it was slimy. Yes, good boy. So I'm starting with food in my hand. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. And notice I'm not leaning over him. I'm not being intimidating to him right now. I'm keeping it fun. Ready? Yes, good boy. So try, guys. Lower expectations. Watch where your hands are when you're working with them. And yes, don't expect them to take too many steps backwards. And don't name it too soon. Remember, they don't speak English like we do. So what I want you guys to do is, yes, just reward for the behavior first. Don't be in a hurry to name it. Yes. Now, once they get it, take the food out of your hand. Yes. Empty hand, hold your hand down. Yes, good job, buddy. And mark and reward. And eventually, Radar, back, back. Yes, good boy. You'll be able just to do a hand signal and they should start backing up. Back, back. And don't ask me why my hand signals are the way they are. It just seems to be what happens. Ready? Back, back. Good job. And he shuffles crooked, just like Oliver used to. So it's pretty funny. Good boy. All right, Radar, on your bed. Let's let Maggie do it real quick. Okay, you stay. Maggie, here. And once they get really good, back. Ready? Maggie, back. All the way. Back. Yes, good girl. You'll be able to stay stationary, and your dog, back all the way. Yes, backs up without you moving into their space. Back, back, ready? All the way. Back, and yes, good job. So backing up again, it's one of those things great for proprioception, great for some coordination and all that. It's good confidence. And also, you can teach some really cool tricks with backing up. Maggie, like park. Yes, she never could have done that trick if she didn't know how to back up. That's her park trick. We'll go over that in another video. Also, if your dog is crowding the door, Radar tends to be in a hurry to get out the door to go play tennis and fetch with him. So for me, I like to make sure I have him back up a little bit so he's not crowding my space. Hang it back. Good job. You know, there's so many fun things to do with backing up. It's a great trick. It's a great behavior. And also, as a lot of you know, I'm a big fan of teaching my dogs anything that might help them stay in the best hiking shape possible. So backing up, again, is one of those great behaviors. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email, send me a text to let me know how things are going. But again, the biggest things to take from this are move slow, lower your expectations, make sure you're not holding your treat too high or too low, and just take it a step at a time, literally, with your dog. Don't name it too soon, and just have fun with it. All right, guys, have fun trick dogging with your dogs, and I'll see you later.